Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Umar Education Wala, and today I will be talking to ChatGPT on the topic of the secret to building lasting habits. Let's explore how small, consistent actions can help us build habits that truly last. Hello, ChatGPT. I will be talking to you on the topic of the secret to building lasting habits. Let's talk about it and let's see what makes habits stick and how anyone can build lasting positive routines. I want you to answer the questions in detail and I'm live. So greet all the viewers and then I will be starting the questions.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the live stream. I'm excited to dive into the topic of building lasting habits with Umar today. We'll explore what makes habits stick and how to create positive routines that last. So feel free to drop your questions and let's get started.
Okay, my first question. What does lasting habit really mean?
Great question. A lasting habit is essentially a behavior that you consistently perform over a long period of time and it becomes a natural part of your daily routine. It's not just about repetition, it's about making that behavior enjoyable, manageable, and aligned with your goals so that it sticks long term.
Why do people struggle to maintain new habits?
That's a really common challenge. People often struggle because of a few reasons. Sometimes the habits are too ambitious or not realistic for their current lifestyle. Other times there's a lack of immediate reward, so it feels hard to stay motivated. Plus, life can get busy or distracting, and sometimes people don't have a solid plan or support system. It definitely takes some strategy and persistence.
Are small steps more effective than big changes?
In many cases, yes. Small steps are often more effective because they're easier to maintain and less overwhelming. They help build momentum and gradually integrate the habit into your routine. Over time, these small changes can lead to big results. Big changes, on the other hand, can be motivating at first, but can also lead to burnout or frustration if they're too drastic. So, incremental progress is often the key.
How important is consistency in habit building?
Consistency is absolutely crucial. It's really what turns an action into a habit. When you do something regularly, it helps your brain form strong neural pathways, making the behavior more automatic over time. Plus, consistency helps reinforce your commitment and keeps you accountable. Even small, consistent efforts can lead to significant long term changes.
What role does motivation play in creating habits?
Motivation definitely plays a role, especially at the beginning of building a habit. It can give you that initial push and help you get started. However, motivation can fluctuate and it's not always reliable. That's why it's important to pair motivation with consistency and a solid routine. Over time, habits can become more automatic, reducing the reliance on motivation alone.
How does discipline help maintain habits?
Discipline really helps keep you on track, especially on days when motivation is low. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes to stick to your habits, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline helped you push through obstacles and stay consistent in the long run, which ultimately reinforces the habit until it becomes second nature.
Why do most habits fail within weeks?
A lot of habits do fail early on because people tend to set overly ambitious goals or they try to change too much too quickly. Often there's also a lack of a clear plan or support system, and sometimes the habits don't fit well into one's lifestyle, making them hard to maintain. Plus, when people don't see immediate results, they can get discouraged and give up. It definitely takes patience and the right strategies to build habits that last.
How long does it take to form a habit? And Is habit building same for everyone?
It's definitely not one size fits all. Everyone's different in terms of their personality, lifestyle, and even the environment they're in. So the time it takes and the approach that works best can differ from person to person. Some might form habits in a few weeks, while others might need a bit longer. It's all about finding what works best for you and being patient and flexible along the way.
What makes a habit stick long term?
A habit sticks long term when it's enjoyable, sustainable, and aligned with your goals and values. Consistency and small incremental progress help reinforce it. And having a clear cue and reward system can also be really effective. Plus, support from others, tracking your progress, and celebrating small wins all contribute to making a habit stick for the long haul.
How does identity influence habit formation? And how can someone make a habit enjoyable?
Identity plays a big role because when you see a habit as part of who you are, it's much easier to maintain. For example, if you identify as a healthy person, you're more likely to stick to habits like regular exercise or eating well. Making a habit enjoyable often involves finding ways to make it fun or rewarding, like listening to your favorite music while working out or linking it to something you love. It's all about making it feel less like a chore and more like something you genuinely enjoy. Making a habit enjoyable can be as simple as pairing it with something you love. For instance, you could listen to an audiobook or a podcast while you work out, or reward yourself with something small after completing the habit. It's also helpful to create a
Hello,
positive
are you there?
environment that supports that habit. Tracking progress is important because
My next
it
question
helps you stay
is,
motivated
why is it important to track your progress?
and gives you a tangible sense of accomplishment. It also lets you see how far you've come, which can boost your confidence and keep you on track. Plus, when you track your progress, you can also adjust your approach if needed, making it more effective and sustainable. Progress is important because it helps you stay motivated and focused. It gives you a clear picture of how far you've come, which can really boost fight patterns, understand what's working and what might need adjustment. And it can make the whole journey more
How do reminders help
tangible
maintain
and
habits?
rewarding. Plus, it's a great way to celebrate small wins along the way.
What role does environment play in habits?
Reminders are super helpful because they keep the habit at the forefront of your mind, especially during those busy moments when it's easy to forget. They can be in the form of alarms, notifications, or even visual cues in your environment. They help you stay consistent by nudging you at the right time, and they also help build that routine until it eventually becomes second nature.
What role